How's it going, everybody? I am Donut. This is, as always, a Black Lives Matter, all cops are bastards, and trans rights supporting channel. If you're not supporting that shit, get the fuck off this channel. We're reading some more GANTZ, Chapter 34, Profile of a Young Criminal. Is that going to be... yeah, it's got to be a new, character is our profile of a young criminal. This is not about Morita, just because he's on the cover with the title right above him, I suspected. But no. It's got to be someone else. It's been a curious turn of events. Okay. You guys are just hanging out now? Seems to be totally attracted to me. Okay, not what I was expecting at all. God, your build is so crazy next to her. Yeah, so do you just... Okay, I thought it was like money or something that he was just carrying around with him always. So a few days worth of clothes, books, and whatnot? Okay, so... Yeah, big lie. Yes, okay, so it is stuff full of cash. Got it. So, okay, I mean, yeah, that is what Ken said. Keep it next to you at all times. But I didn't think it was going to be that literal, truthfully. I thought it was going to be more like, don't put it in a bank. But, like, this is so literal. And yeah, of course, can't be bothered with women right now. Okay, so he's going out with her tonight because of a rather intriguing trio she told me about. Club Z in Shibuya. Okay, high-stakes poker tournaments are held here on the weekends. Might sound like it would be a place run by pros, but it's really just a college kids bar. Okay. And yeah, it's just a trio. They're on a winning streak. Rumor has it that they smooth talk girls and play a game of poker, and then take all their money as well as their bodies. At least that seemed to be the gist of it. But yeah, what's the cat? So, okay, so Mio got caught up in it. That's why she's getting us, involved as well, trying to, get back at them or something. Okay, so who are these people? President of the president of Arta Real Estate's eldest son. So they're all rich kids' sons. Okay, the president of Arita Real Estate's eldest son, Shinichi Arita, the CEO of Saijo's Construction's second son, Shinya Saijo, and the president of Seiwa Pharmaceuticals' eldest son, Masato Okabe. They're all heirs to corporations in the first section of the Tokyo Stock Exchange. Okay, god damn. And yeah, they're three of Japan's most notable rich kids as well. And yeah, could definitely be useful in the future. So yeah, not planning to really do anything here, just trying to familiarize ourselves with the faces. Okay, so we have two others here, and they've chipped in cash to fight against the trio. So is it all four of us, or is it just you three, and then we're just kind of in the background? Okay, very pretty boys. I was kind of expecting them to be a little tiny bit more delinquent looking. Not really delinquents, but slightly more, but they're very, very, pretty boy. And okay, yeah, just tagging along, probably won't join in. Okay. Very smart move on his part. But, yeah, so they already are, in debt to maybe, or something. I'm not exactly sure what the situation is here. But the other two are, backing out, because, she's freaking out. So, okay, yeah, it's mostly their money. But okay, moving ahead, straight into the match. That was fast. Okay, let's see this. So, seems like a normal game. Wins and losses, but to tell the truth, it seemed like luck was all on the girls' side tonight. They were losing badly, and the girls' wins kept piling up. But something, right? Yeah, seems like there's got to be an extra trick here. Where is the moment where it switches? Yeah, okay. So it began at 1 p.m., now it's 11 p.m. God damn, you guys have been playing for 10 hours? I can't even I truly can't imagine that. You've been playing for 10 hours. Jesus Christ. That's almost the entirety of Wushizu Mahjong. You just played there. Holy fuck. Oh my god. 10 hours. Okay. What's going on? Okay, they called, but yeah, what? Okay, so if you can't raise, then logic would dictate that you should have folded rather than called. Okay, yeah, so they're just going to raise, and then we have to. But 10 million! Okay, so this is their strategy right in the end when we can't do anything about it. And it's all underground, so can't do shit. And yeah, so can't fold now. And yeah, so I guess, I'm not exactly familiar with the terms of poker, so, if they, can't raise, and they can't call, because call would be them doing another 10 million, so it just goes to, showing the hands, or something? If they don't fold, what would be the difference between folding and just going straight to the hands? Because they don't have any money, at all. I don't really understand what the situation is. But, sorry, I somehow still don't quite understand poker. I have read part 5, I have learned poker since, I have played poker since, and I still seem to, every single time it comes up, not understand it. But that's just the way that Sky High Poker is played. Okay, so, yeah, explain this. Okay, so, yeah, he's going to let them go into debt over it. Okay, now I understand why he's doing all this. Yeah, so you'll agree to spend the night with us. What? If you do, in exchange, this 10 million will be yours. If you win, you'll receive over 3 million. Okay, hold on. What are you saying? Like, yeah, I'm willing to accept an IOU. You can write it on a scrap of paper, but only if you girls will agree to spend the night with us. So, if we agree to spend the night with them, we can write an IOU for 10 million, but the 10 million will be ours, so then what's the point of the IOU if the 10 million is going to be ours? Wouldn't it just immediately cancel out? Like, what's the point of the IOU if it's going to be paid off by and like, we owe them $1 million, or $10 million, but then they give us $10 million and we just pay right back? What's the point? And then, if you win, you'll receive over 3 million. What does that even mean? No, okay. If you do in exchange the 10 million, so like splitting it between them, it would be, over 3 million for each of them. But what do you mean if you win? Because if you girls will agree to spend the night with us, I thought was, like giving us your bodies essentially. But are you just saying continue to play poker? Okay, we have 10 minutes aside. I don't even know what you're asking. I have no idea what you're asking of us. But Morita's laughing it away. But yeah, Morita's got a fuckload of money, so yeah, he can put a bet in himself or something. Yeah, I'll raise you up to my elbow. Okay. So yeah, like, put your arm down up to his elbow. Nope, they're real. They're real. Now you're gonna have to write us an IOU, even though I don't understand what any of that means. I understand what it means. I don't understand what it means in this context with the whole, like, and then you'll spend the night with us, and you get the 10 million by spending the night with them. And true, yeah, these guys are super rich, so yeah, it's not even that much. Like, this is a hell of a lot, but it's not like, oh no, they can't come up with this money, so they'd have to do an IOU. It's like, nope, they could get this money very easily. They'd probably have to still do the IOU, but they could get the money very easily. And yeah, we ain't part of any corporation. Part of ourself. I am who I am. That's all there is to it. My name is Morita Tetsuo. That's all you need to know. But he's coming straight out to say it. Yeah. But okay, next week we're having a rematch. Okay, sure, fair enough. I'm not sure exactly what Morita's getting out of this. And yeah, we pissed him off, so now he's aiming to crush us, but I don't know what we get out of this at all. Okay, poker gamble, but wait, the payoff from tonight's win against the trio was 10 million. What happened? I have no idea. What? How did we get 10 million? How on earth? I'm so confused. Could someone explain to me what the fuck just happened? I don't understand how we got this 10 million at all. Because they raised 10 million. So what? I don't know. You're giving a hell of a lot to the bartender too. Huge stack, an insane stack. That must be like thousands. God damn. But yeah, alright, let's head out to dinner. Alright, a favor. Anyone else has had a bad experience? Okay, yes, that way we can figure out what to do, because we just jumped into this willy-nilly for no reason. Alright, so yeah, let's meet up with the girls, share some information. So it appeared to be unremarkable for the most part. However, after the game progressed to a certain point, they would never lose. So yeah, after a certain point, it's the Otsuki thing. They're doing the Otsuki thing. I'm not sure how, but they're waiting, waiting, and then once they bring out the special thing. And okay, he would only throw the cards that he bought. That's probably also why he was so quick back here to, gather up the cards. Like, I don't know why. It was just interesting to me that, I don't know why. It just stood out to me. Yeah, true. Why did you guys let him get away with... If you were ever in a gamble and somebody says, okay, but we have to use the ones I have, no. No, just straight up no, every single time. You know it. I don't understand the logic in which you would be fine with that. It happens all the time in real life. People fall for it all the time. I mean, it's the, you know, gambler fallacy sort of thing, or, you know, many different fallacies. I feel like it's also like the Dunning-Kruger effect of, like, they, you know, feel like, well, why would they bring it up if they, you know, they would secretly. It's stupid. It's stupid. It's insane. And yeah, exactly. Oh well, if I didn't, then I wouldn't be able to gamble against him. Listen to yourself speak. Also, what is with this translator? No periods in any of this. What the fuck? It's so weird. Never seen a translation like this. So bizarre. Yeah, and of course, the classic thing of, well, they let me look at the things and I couldn't find anything wrong with them, so it must have been fine. You guys deserve to have all your money taken. I truly do not feel any empathy towards people who get tricked like this. It's the beyond. You're not an old woman. You know, you are a young, normal adult person. If you get tricked like this, you're fucked. You're fucked. But Morita saying that he doesn't think the cards are suspect at all, that it might be, you know, a way to throw people off. So anyone would think the cards are suspicious. So I don't think that's where the trick lies. Even if it's not, it's a missed opportunity, because it seems like every person that they're playing against, they could easily just have the cards be a trick and it wouldn't be a problem. I mean, also, like, this is implying that the cards that they're using are, like, you know, that the cards that they're being shown are the cards that they're using at the end of the game. Like, you know, I was, you know, assuming that this was a second set of, you know, cards. Like, Otsuki would be able to, like, you can see the dice, you can see there's nothing wrong with the dice. That's because he's using other dice when it matters, right? And also, like, you know, there's just many things, like, you know, oh, this is a diversionary tactic. Why would it be a diversionary tactic in the first place? That idea is so stupid, because to create a diversionary tactic is to draw attention to it in the first place. Like, oh, I don't think that they would say you could look over these cards if it was the cards, because that's going to draw people's attention to the cards. But it would also draw people's attention to that there might be a trick here. Like, both ways, the answer would be, well, they wouldn't say anything if there was a trick with the thing. So, you know, they also wouldn't do a diversion if there was a trick with the thing, especially since everyone they're doing this with is extremely fucking stupid. And yeah, of course, when they put down the money, none of them were worried at all. They were a surefire victory, but I mean, that's obvious just because they know that they never lose after a certain point. I don't think that has anything to do with this specific situation. I think that's just consistent always. And pulling a trick like that is a pretty intense experience. For you as an adult man doing it against another adult man, I don't feel like it would be a pretty intense experience. Like, speaking as someone who has done some scrupulous shit when I've been younger, it's not that, you know, when you're younger, you're not thinking about it that much. It's a much more spur of the moment sort of thing. And so, you know, an idea to do a little fuckery. And so I don't think this fits simply because of the demographic. Normally, yes, but because they're kids, I feel like there's a lot that we can write off as they're kids. We can't logic a lot of the stuff simply because they're young, they're kids. They might just be doing it cuz, you know? There might be a lot of things that would seem illogical, but, you know, they're just young. Probably never lost to anyone in their entire lives. Yeah, that's definitely also it. Like, the other extremely, you know, nepotism. Like, got a hell of a lot of that going on, so. And the girls didn't really follow what Morita was trying to say, but 2 days later, when they received a summons from the trio, they would come to understand the meaning of his words. And okay, so they invited them here to know something about Morita. Alright, yeah, tell me everything you know about him. Why? Okay, I'll pay you. Sure. And okay. So he's given us, so another 10 million, 2.5 each for them. Well, actually it would be more, because it would be, and yeah, he's saying 2.5 million. I'll just double that. I'll double that again to 10 million. So for each of us, okay, so it would normally be 2.5, so it's actually now 5 million for each of them. Then it'll be 10 million for each of them. Okay, I understand what he's saying. I get what he's saying. But yeah, so 5 billion each, then 10 million each if the information is useful. That's extremely good. But yeah, I mean, they don't really have any good information anyway. Like, yeah, they could, you know, they could get the easy 5 million. I would do it easy peasy for the 5 million. Because the 5 million is just, tell me anything you know about, you know, Morita. Okay, easy peasy. I can do that without a sweat, without any sense of, oh no, I might be fucking over Morita. We don't know shit about him at all. So it's totally fine. Take the 5 million easy peasy. And yeah, they just didn't get any of the money. None of it. They're just like, well, okay, yeah, they all said we don't have any information. Oh my god, these are the dumbest girls I've ever fucking seen. Except for Mio. Mio's fine. Mio's smart. I love Mio. But the other two, absolute fucking not a single IQ in that brain. Who do you think you are, Mio? I'm on your side entirely, but what are you talking about? You haul us all the way out here purely for your own convenience, and when we don't tell you what you want to hear, you just leave. That's the entire point of why you were brought out here. Yeah, I don't know. What else would it be? What other scenario would it have been, Mio? I don't know what you mean. I have no reason to do otherwise. Well, because we come from different worlds. Okay, well that's now you're a piece of shit too. You had the perfect out here. What she was saying was ridiculous, and somehow you one-upped it to be even more insane. You're even more insane! You're even more insane! What is with everybody in this arc? Everybody's fucking crazy. Oh, Jesus. So it all comes down to you're looking to sell what you know for more money? That's what he's thinking? Yeah, he's a sociopath. I mean, I wouldn't call this a sociopath, but like, yeah, what he was just saying before, absolutely, absolutely. But I'm not sure even what he means by this. Like, specifically, he just said, like, I know that, you know, you would have spilled the money, but, like, you know, like, I guess if the price was high enough, but, like, what could they couldn't, though. We literally, even if we wanted to, couldn't give you information that was valuable. So, you're reading into nothing. You're reading into nothing. You're crazy. Okay, they got 80 million. But I need more than that. I need 10, maybe 20 times as much. Okay, gonna go rob a bank? So the credit union. Okay, so hold most of your assets there. Okay, so he's already been blackmailing this guy, and we're just gonna blackmail him for a lot more. Okay, so okay, just take all the money. Yeah, hundreds of millions, maybe in a billion or two. It's just a game. Yeah, like I said, we cannot logic this guy. And this next poker game will be unbeatable, implying that the other ones, there was a situation in which they could be beat. And okay, so I guess, like, yeah, this next poker game will be unbeatable because of the amount of money they have. It seems like the only thing they have is just, we put a lot of money on the table and that freaks the other people out, but it doesn't seem like that's all it could be. Oh, hey, what's going on? Back to these guys. We're not expecting to see you guys again, especially in, like, I wasn't expecting to see you again this soon, and not in this kind of setting. I thought I would see you, like, with Gin and stuff, but, okay, and Umeo's over there, and Harada's here. Okay, maybe Morita's getting some people involved for this gamble? Yeah, okay, called everybody except for Gensan. Okay, hell yes, okay, we did gather everybody. Nice, nice. Alright, what's our scheme? How do we do this? I mean, I assume the scheme for them is just, we need money. We need a lot of money. Someone I'd like to defeat, and it's just a bunch of kids. This is so epic of a thing we're doing with billions of yen for, I want to take down 3 snotty kids. See through the scam. Alright, night of the rematch already. This is so fast. We're just flying through this. Okay, but we only got 250 million. That is... yeah, that's like a drop in the bucket compared to them. So it's 190 million plus the 60 million I borrowed. Not much. Oh, like, you know, don't get me wrong. That's incredible to them. It's an insane amount of money. It's beyond thinkable. And yet still, it's like, you know, a tiny, tiny percentage of how much they'll have. That's okay. So he wasn't able to prove beyond a shadow of doubt that the game was rigged. So not everybody's backing us. And man, Fukumoto fucking loves his... a bunch of old guys come together and you know, pile their money together for one big gamble. He loves it. It was the whole thing in Kaiji Final Game. He loves it. Okay, cool. Separating our funds to not let them know how much we actually have with us. I really don't know how this is going to go, though, if it all just comes down to who has more money. And they're both sweating, though. He's saying it'll be an easy win, but he's sweating and he's sweating. Both sweating it. Alright, let's go over the rules. Yes, please. Please. Okay, firstly, IOUs will not be permitted under any circumstances. I thought that was how the entire thing was done, so I'm actually at a loss for my theory then. Secondly, all in-game decisions must be made within 30 minutes. Failure to do so within this time frame will result in forfeit of the game. Okay, so like, yeah, not like if we have an argument, then, coming to an agreement, this is like, like a chess timer, essentially. Like, your turn timer is 30 minutes. But all in-game decisions must be made within 30 minutes. That's such a long-ass time, too. So, sure. And okay, just 2 rules. 2 rules, and that's it. These are the cards I'll be using today. New and sealed. Okay, the rematch begins. Morita and the girls versus the trio. Okay, so all week long, Morita have been trying to figure out how the trio could be fixing the outcome of their games. Because poker is the sort of game where even after an epic 10-game winning streak, the odds that you lose the next game are very high. Also, in poker, the outcome of the previous game has no impact on how the next one will play out. But in sky-high poker, the only thing that matters is not to lose at the end. In order to keep winning, you could be secretly swapping in a card or 2 from the deck, or picking the correct ones from the remaining, but picking the correct ones from the remaining stack would be impossible. So, aces up his sleeve, so to speak, not quite literally aces, but, and that's a fair point. Like, you run the risk that the opponent would also have the same card in their hand. True. Yeah, so that would be consistent. Might be a more reliable way to win. Clairvoyance. In other words, you can know which cards his opponent are holding. So mark the back of the cards, but can't be that. So it would have to be like a camera or something set up behind us. There's a trick to this counter and the way that the cards are being dealt. When the cards are dealt, they're all separated and face down on the counter. Supposing the glass this bar is built with is transparent enough, so it would go down, bounce off the mirror, back into their eyes. And so Morita's just thinking that the bartender's in on it, and then, it's just that simple. But I don't think, it's going to be that simple. But he doesn't. His eyes never strayed. She continued to watch Morita intently. And okay, just not made any suspicious movements, so if that was your only thing, you're fucked. Morita, why is everybody in this arc so crazy? I still don't know why Morita is doing all this. Like, it just feels like we're just kind of doing it because it's another manga arc to do, rather than, I don't know why Morita the character is doing this. We have the best hand we got so far, but we fold. Got a bad feeling. Okay, what? Do you think he's caught on? No, I don't think so. It's just a coincidence. That bastard's intuition is pretty good. I don't know. Because, okay, let's walk through what this could mean. So, are they saying... I feel like there's only 2 possibilities here. One, that he's catching on, as in, do you think he's caught on to our specific way of cheating? As in, for some reason, Morita folding right here, right now, when he has an extremely high hand, that's the thing that's suspicious. They would have expected him to go in because he has a very high hand, but he's saying, no, it's just a coincidence that he, happened to fold when he had this extremely high hand, which, why would that be a coincidence? I do not know. Also, what the fuck is going on here? What am I even looking at? What? How did this happen? What is this a mistake? How did this happen? What am I even looking at? What the fuck? Okay, putting that aside, the second thing that they could be saying is do you think he's caught on that we're cheating? Which it's if they're saying no, I don't think so, and then they're oh, but that bastard's intuition is pretty good, maybe he is starting to think we're cheating. If it's that, again, 1 IQ, fucking crazy. But it was no coincidence. Did he say it out? I guess, he didn't, just I had a bad feeling. Just telling the girls it was a bad feeling, but it was a stroke of luck that Morita had willed into being. It wasn't a coincidence. It was a stroke of luck. Okay. It wasn't a coincidence. It was a stroke of luck. Gotcha, Fukumoto. What the fuck are you saying? Somebody's approaching him from the bathroom. Oh, the girl? Yeah? I think you should change out the cards. Said they were okay. But yeah. Okay. What? What is it? Huh. Yeah. I don't know what, because, like, it's, she startles him. Well, does he have a revelation first? Like, yeah, that's not from the touch, right? This is from him having a revelation, I think, first? I don't know, though. No. I do think, yeah, she touches him, then he has this, like, big panic. Then he turns around. Then he calms down. Then she, either saying, I really think we should change all the cards. I know you said they were okay, but it's a very serious game. Something in those 3 lines. Or he just had a completely separate other revelation that has nothing to do with her. Scam's division of role. Just like this, information and signals can be conveyed through a simple touch. So just the other 2s are just touching his back, so that way he doesn't have to look at the barkeep. Anatomy of a scam. It's so funny. Like, this is, I think, an arc that is absolutely 100% intended to be read before you read part 2 of Kaiji. I think part 3 of Kaiji. Reading part 3 of Kaiji is like, we go through all this stuff as well, of course it wouldn't be that simple because that would be stupid. But it's like, okay, Fukumoto was kind of like, going, he already did that basic arc, and so that's why the part 3 Kaiji thing was so much more complex. But, because of that, it kind of takes some of the air out of this, of this is so simple compared to that. Okay, so let me get this straight, Morita. You walked into this situation thinking only that I think the bartender is has something to do with it. He had a slight, I think the bartender has something to do with it. And then he had to have this whole separate revelation in here. But even aside from that, even aside from having this new revelation, he went in here going, the bartender is, the one doing this, and Sanjo is looking at him and getting the signals. What was the plan? Because he's telling us right here, there was no plan. You had no plan. You just went, I think that's how he's cheating, and if he is, I'll think about it in the moment as I'm playing, and only then. I don't dare try and think about it before I get into the fucking gamble. Morita, you have lost your way so much. Okay, they have a suspicious request. What is this? Okay, they want to higher the ante. And yeah, honestly, Morita wanted the ante to remain because he still has no plan. This arc is insane. Truly. I don't know how else to put it. It has such a feel of we're doing an arc because we need to do another arc. And it just feels so out of character. And I don't try to use that word lightly. I do refrain from saying that. But I hope I don't see how this could be in the end this will make sense. This just feels fucking crazy. And again, yeah, he didn't want to raise suspicion. Of what? Raise suspicion of what, Morita? What is the circumstance that you think is happening here? Do you think that they think that you're just a normal rich guy who's just here to have a fun poker game and thinks that nothing's going on and is just saying, I'm gonna crush all of you, there's no chance of me losing? You think that they think all of that is you being a normal person and not you clearly having an idea that they're cheating and trying to figure it out and fuck them over on it, but they're confident that their scam's gonna be higher? That's the situation. What do you mean? I don't want to arouse suspicion. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? You both know what the situation is here. He knows you know he's cheating. How do you not know that he knows that you know that he's cheating? This is driving me insane. Oh, Lord. And okay, so we raise the ante and just lose. I mean, we can't do anything. We can't do anything. Again, the option is we might seem a little bit suspicious, or we might just lose all our money because there's literally nothing we can do. We cannot do anything but instantly fold every time. As soon as Sanjo starts to come out strong, I'm not saying Sanjo, but Saijo. As soon as Saijo comes out strong, we have to just fold. We can't do anything. We can't do shit. Why did you not say no? I'm not upping the ante. What would... There's no suspicion here. Again, if this was like part 3 of Kaiji, where he's trying to pretend to be rich, that would make sense. But it's not the circumstance here. They're even like, we think you're poor. And yeah, it's like, this is the interesting part. Because, of course, like... I have not been bringing up, there could be a secret third option, which was, like, his plan was to come in here and say, you're using the barkeep, I've caught you, give me all the money, or something. But it's like, you know, that's not gonna happen. One, he's not gonna give you all the money, that's not gonna be a thing. And then two, like, well, so you're gonna do all that to have, like, a normal game of poker? Morris is not gonna do that. So, what are we doing here? What is our goal? And like I said, what is our goal? But let me be clear. Our goal is, of course, to bring out all this money, to make it, you know, to raise the stakes as high as possible. But not what is our goal, but I guess, you know, what is our plan to swap this around? Like, he didn't have any plan at all, so I guess I'm not saying what is our plan. I mean, like, how are we going to manage this no plan? And he's saying all this money is bait to keep the sucker from running away, which is true, yes, but... you were, you know, wanting to avoid this. So it's like, if this was beneficial, like, this feels like Cope. He's saying all this money is just bait, so it's fine. I need to rack up a few more losses anyway. Is insane, Cope. You were just saying the opposite a few seconds ago. You were just saying, oh, I really don't want to do this, but this sucks. I can't believe I have to keep losing. But now you're like, oh, well, I need to do it anyway. Fucking ultimate Cope. Oh, so it bothers me so much. Why is there no periods? It's so annoying. What the fuck? It's so bothersome. Oh my god. I hate when people text and don't have periods. I can't believe I'm having to deal with it in my fucking manga now, too. Okay, I'll wait for the perfect hand. And he only needs to win once. Why is that? Oh, okay. He's thought of a way to catch them. Well, I mean, there's an easy way to catch them, but, like, I assume by catch them, he means use this to our advantage. But the cards haven't turned up yet. Plan of Divide won't work unless I'm dealt a good starting hand to begin with. Okay, so we just gotta wait for good cards. Also, by the way, who are you girls? Who are you girls that you were able to scrounge up millions? That's pretty fucking insane. Like, also, they were able to scrounge up millions of yen, and they have just a casual 10 hours free. Who has 10 hours free? Who? But we're already cutting it close with our losses, I assume. Okay, yeah, the case. The case like that is packed tightly. Can easily hold 150 million yen. So, add that to the 45 million they won from us. They got 195 million. We start with 250 million and only have 205 million left. So the difference between us is only 10 million. So... lose another 6 million, then we can't do shit. Yeah, can't raise. Okay, so we got a 6 million limit right now. Oh, it's immediately. Okay, the combination of cards he's been waiting for has finally appeared. Okay, so he's going for a straight. Yeah, I guess or flush. Sure. Yeah. So okay, he sort of kind of shuffles. I'm not sure if he's shuffling the cards, but he's, you know, making them all exactly even. Okay. So we're doing a Jotaro. We're pulling a Jotaro here. A semi-Jotaro. I mean, this came out way before, obviously. But, so, we're talking about, like, you know, it's very good because we can go for either one of these two. You would want to go for the flush because it does more cards. However, he did shuffle them, I believe. And now he's blindly putting one down on his leg there. Oh! Okay, never mind. So he is particularly choosing a specific one. Threw the flush away. Okay, why? Bring Mio over? Okay. He's telling me to go get the money. Okay. I wish we could have held off on doing this, but we're running short on time, so we gotta make this gamble now. Cards are of no use in this game, then I'll use money. Crush them with money. That was my initial thought. But also with the IOU not being a thing, I don't know. The brave man who descended into hell. Okay. And then, later that night, around 1 a.m., a crowd of onlookers was quietly growing in the corner. They all were waiting in hushed anticipation for the outcome of the game. And they were us, okay? And around 1 a.m. What time did we get here again? 11 p.m. Okay, so it's only been a couple hours. It's only been a couple hours. For some reason, I thought we started at 1 p.m., which would have been insane. But I mean, it would not have been that much more insane, truly. Yeah, it's crazy we've been playing this entire game, and we have no idea what Sky High Poker is. What is Sky High Poker? Like, the 2 rules I thought were Sky High Poker, but that wasn't it, because they were unique rules. So, what is this? If you take, like, I'm not even going to explain it. If you take away the superficial act of gameplay, what else is there? What else is there? If you take away the superficial act of gameplay, you have nothing, right? What? Huh? I guess all else you would have is the way the cards look, like the aesthetic of the cards. Just like, oh, that's a cool looking card. Doesn't mean anything because we're taking away the gameplay, but I don't know. If you take away the superficial... What do you mean superficial act of gameplay? What does that mean? But what it all comes down to is this. The cards you have don't even matter. In short, all you need is just one more yin than your opponent. The one who has the most money wins. I don't understand. Like they said this earlier too, but I don't know what this means. Like... Because does the game end at a certain point then? Because it wouldn't end when you lose money, because that's just how normal poker works. It would have to be like the game arbitrarily... I mean, how is this any different from normal poker is what I'm trying to get to. Any game is the one who has the most money wins. So I don't... How is this different from normal poker? And okay, so they ran out, but calling in some reinforcements... And is this the same guy that he's blackmailing? I wonder. Okay, so yep, this is Simon Credit Union. Yep, it is. Oh. Jesus, this guy. Yeah, so what are we gonna do? What do we do? Where would a guy like Saiju go for backup? So did we get that guy on our team? This is your support? Well, what a relief. A mere credit union is nothing to me. Oh, okay. So, maybe not then. Okay, so just the underworld. Yeah, okay. See, our underworld has a lot more money. Okay, thank God. So that money that we brought in originally was nowhere near the amount of money we had. Thank God. But yeah, so they just needed... But still, is it still we couldn't get everybody we wanted to, or was that just a lie? And alright, yeah, unveil the boxes of underground cash. Alright, raise you as much as it takes. We can keep doing this. But yeah, so it is just coming down to who has more money that they can raise. Okay, Fukumoto loves doing this. Oh, yeah, just keep raising. It's all coming out of this one hand. Just raise and raise and raise and raise and raise. And raise and raise and raise. Now, young master, may I have a word with you? The man called Funada, the one standing behind Yasuda. I remember him. He's a broker who makes a killing off buying corporations. If I'm not mistaken, he's one of the Tokyo District's top public prosecutors. Within his field, there's not one man who doesn't know that fiend's name. God, he got 1 billion for this. 1 billion. Yeah, he's got fucking 2 billion, but can't say for sure. It's hardly the end of the resources, just proving they have the means. Yeah, might have 10 billion. You might want to fold. And yeah, so they might not be able to collect more than 2 billion on a short notice. So it's a gamble. It's a gamble for you too. And yeah, that's true. All the associates and allies, no idea. You already bet 600 million. Oh my God. Okay, gotta keep going. Yeah, we couldn't scare him. Oh God, what an insane amount of money. Yeah, you put up that appearance all you want. Yeah, help me, please, just fold. But we're not sweating the slightest bit. The slightest. Yeah, just keep going, he might fold. Look at you. Find yourself being dragged off to an awful place. Into the swamp. You've already put in so much. Yeah, confront that demon for the first time, you bitch. Hell yeah, that's fucking gambling, baby. Now you get to feel it too. Volume 5. What would you do to win in gambling hell? Okay, is that in English on the Japanese raw? Interesting. Oh my god. Okay, a frenzied scattering of cash. And you're just going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Dude, we're gonna get up to 1 billion. We're gonna get up to 1 billion. Yeah, can't quit now. The gambler's fallacy is really taking its grip on him. Hardcore. Okay. What? Gives about 20 minutes. Okay. I mean, yeah, they did say you had 30 minutes to decide on anything in the game, so. Yeah, thinking about pulling out. Oh my god, Jesus, this guy's actually genius. How is this the coolest part of this arc that I had not thought about? But okay, all the money is Morita's, and Morita is just telling Yasuda. There's two people who have a Yasu kind of name who look just like Yasuda across the Komodo series. I'm realizing as I started saying that, I was like, oh no, which one's of the Yasus is this? But Yasuda is, you know, just being told by Morita, like, just keep raising. Just keep raising. I can't do it because it's going to show on my face. So, I need someone who just truly don't give a shit. Yeah, there's no proof that the money's coming from him. It's all Morita's money. This is so cool. This is okay, that's fucking dope. That is fucking dope. Morita was looking a little bit tense while he was stacking up all that money. Okay. That's really cool. Because yeah, that would stick with what Morita said about not having that much backers. Alright, yeah, fair enough. Alright, let's say that you're right. Are you willing to pick up the tab if you're wrong? That kind of money you don't have. Then shut the fuck up. But he's gonna end up right. There's always a chance, and this was your chance to get out of it, but you're not gonna take it. Which is, in real life, the smarter thing to do here. Okay, he's gonna try and cut a deal with Morita. But, like, yeah, he's saying, like, you know his hands again, I don't understand how this works. Because it just does seem like whoever has the most amount of money wins. It has nothing to do with the hands, so I don't know why we're even playing poker to begin with. I don't understand any other poker going on. Why? What the fuck? But okay, whisper something to him. What is it? Okay, it was a declaration. While I realized that sky high was one of the terms we initially agreed upon, I'm not going to raise a single yen more. We've reached this game's ultimate limit. I call. Okay. If you decline, I'll give you 100 million as a penalty for my breach of contract. You'll take it and leave the game. No. Wait. So, okay. So, will you call as well? Or, if we decline to call, then, you know, we get the money. Okay. Interesting. So, again, what... He either... Like, I'm trying to figure out what the hell is going on in this arc. Saijo, he is putting up a ton of money in hopes that we'll just fold, and if we don't fold, we would have to call, and we have a bad hand. So how does he lose this then? How does he lose? Like he was talking earlier, like, maybe I should just fold. Why? Under what circumstances would you ever fold? I was just going along with it because I don't understand how any of this works. But now that they're saying, you know, this, I don't understand why he would ever fold. I don't get it. Okay, so if we say no, then you just got a guy outside who's gonna... Oh, I thought he was gonna, like, kick our ass or kill us or something. But no, we'll call the cops. I mean, still, it's not good. Yeah, pretty fucking shitty. Hey, you in the sweater, you say something? Neither one of us actually intended to bet such a ruinous sum of money. Right. No, we definitely did. Yeah, he gets the fucking Akagi panel. Boom! Fucking vine boom sound effects. Oh, yeah, so in other words, you want me to fold. That's right, just fold. That's what this whole thing has been about. Okay, okay, so you're just gonna say this? Yeah, the money was his. It was all his. Okay, so he just got a fuckload of loans. Fuckload of extremely hellish loans that he's gonna hopefully pay back today, or I guess tomorrow, really. Yeah, you fail to pay it, you're dead. You don't look scared of me, you'd have broken out into a cold sweat. Okay, he's showing his hands. Yeah. My palms sweat. Yeah, I see. Okay, if it was Mahjong, I'd be dropping tiles left and right, but poker can hold on to them easy peasy. But yeah, not settling for that. Decided to end this at 900 million. Call. Okay, but why? Why? Hell's Gamble. We're going so hard on the fucking, like, gambling part of this. But I wish I could be into this more. I just don't understand fundamentally what we're doing. Okay. Yeah, check his hand. Check it quickly. Huh. Yeah, so he hasn't changed a card. So thinks we're gonna swap out with the jack on the table. But how would we do that with everybody watching? How in the fuck? Alright, no need to call the cops. Alright, 900 million yen call, 900 million yen. Again, I really wish I could be on the edge of my seat for this. It's crazy that I read Part 2 Kaiji, which is entirely about Mahjong, not knowing a lick about Mahjong, and I was able to understand that way more than poker, which I feel like I should be able to easily understand, and yet you cannot comprehend this in the slightest. This is inscrutable to me. This might as well be an alien game they're playing. I understand all the actual rules of poker. I just don't understand what the fuck this is. There's no choice but to turn off the lights. We're gonna pull a 10. We're gonna pull a fucking 10. But yeah, I mean, but no, because if the lights go out and we do it, they can say that we switched our card. But otherwise, what are they going to say? How would they be able to say we switched our card? Because why would they say that? Because it's a, they would only say that if they could see our card. But if the lights went out, then it would be very clear that we were switching our card. Like, that would be, anybody would, object to that. Yeah, just waiting for those lights to go out, but they're not going to go out. But before that, it'll only take a second. Okay, puts out a cigarette, and in it, he puts, the tobacco on the card on the table so we can't switch it out. Just in case, to prevent you from, secretly switching somebody. I'll use these tobacco leaves. Something light is useful in this case. Yeah, that's a good point. God, that's perfect. Because, yeah, if you just put it a little bit on the card, maybe you'd be able to switch it somehow. But 3 individual piles. Yep, can't do that. I don't think that was our plan, though. I don't think that was our plan. But, I mean, Morridge's face is very shocked. Like, oh, fuck, he figured it out. Okay, he throws them on the table. 2 pairs. Can't wait to see what you've got. Go ahead and show everybody now. Puts it out. Wait, a flush? Oh, okay, yeah, never mind, sorry, they were just saying, is it a flush, oh, sorry, my bad, but, yeah, the next card, he'll die, but, it's a jack, somehow, okay, he got me with this one, I don't know how the fuck he did it, I don't know how the hell he did it, it's a flush, how? How? Don't move! Nobody fucking move! Absolutely nobody move! Okay, yeah, because the jack, I was gonna say, yeah, the jack's under there. How? There's 2 jacks. So how? No, yeah, it's totally clear. It's obviously he's cheating. How did you know that there was a jack under there? So, okay, we have to get him in the moment like that. But we still did cheat, though. So, nobody wins anything. Okay, and yeah, Morridge is admitting he prepared it from the start. It was a special jack he had. But it still won't change the fact that you lost. What do you mean? Get down on your hands and knees. You're going to be lapping up mud regardless. This changes nothing. What do you mean? The cheating trick. Okay. Huh? Yeah, how can you say it's my loss? What are you saying? Yeah, the jack you used, you prepared in advance. And yeah, you could frisk him, but I think we only have the jack. Okay, sure, yeah, just turned all the other cards over, a long time ago. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, duh, it's gotta be a draw. I mean, obviously it's not gonna be, but I have no idea how we're gonna say this is not a draw. And no, you definitely didn't win, motherfucker. You can't say you won, you dumb bitch. You cheated too. You obviously cheated too. How'd you know? How'd you know the card on the counter was a jack? Yeah, you didn't win either. It's at least a draw. I mean, that is fair, though. There is clear evidence that Morita is cheating. Like, they're also saying, like, I don't think we'd find any evidence on them. What do you mean? The evidence is right down the table. Morita confessed. He gave you the confession. He said, I cheated. I brought this card here in advance to cheat. Meanwhile, he is saying, like, I didn't cheat. I simply found the jack by coincidence, and I was going to check all the cards, but, because I was like, there's no fucking way, but I, just happened to check that one first. Of course, it's a crazy lie. It's an extremely lame excuse, but, still, he's saying he didn't lie. He's saying he didn't cheat. There's no proof that he's cheated. You're saying you did cheat. There's proof that you did cheat. Seems like he should win this. I don't want to be on his side, but it really feels like he got the better of the situation. Well, to be fair, yeah, that's true. There would be, evidence for him as well. We can prove it with a mirror and stuff, so. And, yeah, you can say you have no proof the bartender is passing this information, but, you know what, the mirror is enough. The mirror is plenty. I wonder, so, let's see. If you agree to play with a handkerchief or something spread over the counter, I wonder if that'd count as a confession. Huh? But, okay, so we're going to do a whole other game now? We're going to do the same game, but now with, without cheating? Just a normal poker or sky-high poker? Whatever the fuck sky-high poker is, I still have no idea. And yeah, if you were suspicious, you should have asked for this at the beginning. Of course, obviously. To tell you the truth, I already had a blindfold. The item I used to make the blindfold was not a handkerchief or a piece of paper. So what would have happened if I'd used a playing card? So I actually discarded the 9 of hearts. And again, what the fuck is going on here? What is happening? This must be like a problem that Fukumoto was having himself. Like, he couldn't figure out how to get the cards to, like, he was doing it digitally and couldn't figure out how to do it or something? I don't know. So, okay, he actually discarded the 9 of hearts and just put a different, unrelated jack, like the jack that he took into the game. Well, no, because he's saying the jack that he has is the, so like a completely different jack. I'm not sure what he means, a completely different jack. A completely different jack from what? You haven't established a first jack to be saying a different jack. But so, taking different out of this, I put a jack of spades underneath it. Then he moistened the cards with sweat to make them stick together perfectly. Don't think you needed to add that. Think you could have just said, I don't think you needed to add that at all. Funai didn't do that. He just did it. But, so it was like a jack, but then a 9 as well. Then where'd the 9 go? I discarded 1 card and gained 1 card as usual. This is saying he discarded the 9 and kept the jack. But the jack... Huh? But the jack would have to still be on the table. Huh. So the 9... Huh. So, okay, wait. He put on the table... Like, okay, he had his original hand. He puts a jack facing the bottom, 9 on top of it, puts those down like that. Then he draws a jack? Is that what he's saying? Because that would mean that he has to do this before he knew that he was going to draw another jack. And this would have to be the jack that he had from his jacket, which he played. Which it could be. He said it wasn't, but maybe it is. But yeah, that must be what it is. He took the jacket, or took the jack from his jacket, put that, under the 9, discarded the 9 and the jack together. Yeah, then just drew 1 card as normal, which was... which was the queen, and then because he already had the jack for the okay, yes, following now, and the bartender's so shocked, drops the glass. Yep, and look at it. Yep, it's 2 cards stuck together, but still, it's you're still okay. It's still just a draw. You don't have to worry too much. Don't worry. You're not. You know, there's got to be some other thing. But right now, you're still in the clear. Yeah, but still insanely impressive. I mean, again, it's crazy to be like, this is insanely impressive. I don't want to take away from this, even though this is all done by Funai in like a couple chapters of Kaiji. It's so funny to see something like that with an author where it's like, this is one of his first works, and I'm reading it so late, but he was doing so much of this, like, you know, stuff that then he did way more bombastically later. But I read the more bombastic one first, so it sucks. And now time for the Wolves' Reward. Which, oh my god, guys, if your black is not as black as the chapter title right above it, you need to level your pages better. How do you look at this and go, that's leveled fine. Yeah, that's fine. Oh, okay, we're just skipping 2. We've already won and got the money. Okay, how did we win? How did we win? What do you mean? We drew. It was a draw. Like, they even said it themselves of like, this is a draw. I don't understand. But okay, whatever. Just like the first time, we won, and I have no fucking idea how we won. Nearly $1 billion loss. I don't know how you lost it. I don't understand this, but it's a crazy loss. Now I gotta live a life of cold meals. Falsify it? Okay. So what? Yeah, this is where you're gonna show your tenacity, huh? Heard you prepared $2 billion for this. Still 1.1 billion left. Yeah, it's not that difficult to do at all. Sort of thing happens all the time. Yeah, you can make it back. Easy peasy. Okay? Tonight is when you've crossed the line. Not early. I would have said last arc, maybe, was when you crossed the line over from the common citizen into, you know, what, the underground or whatever. But we are a villain. Again, you're a villain. I mean, he's a villain too, but in very different ways. I'm not sure what you did tonight has anything villainous. Was there anything villainous going on tonight? Was there anything evil going on tonight? Not really. Like, you know, he was, but even then, compared to every other manga on the face of the planet and every other thing Fukumoto's ever written, not really. And that attitude of yours, completely looking down your nose at your opponent, it ain't too bad. Alright, let's meet again, buddy. Okay. Sure. So, okay, yeah. All in all, our profit is 660 million. Having to pay off all the debts and stuff that we accrued to get the money and stuff. But made a few mistakes, too. That flush in the last hand, Saijo mistook it for a worthless hand and destroyed himself. That could have been you, too, Saijo's last card. Huh? Luckily, it ended up as just 2 pairs. If he would have got his card, though, he would have gotten the full house. Wait, huh? Oh, okay, I see. So they're saying, you know, if his other card was an ace, you know, then he would have gotten the full house. It's just a weird translation there. But that's what they're saying. I mean, I shouldn't be surprised it's a weird translation, but they don't have any fucking periods in their goddamn shit. Huh. When Saijo was going down, why didn't you kill him off? That guy still had 1.1 billion left, so why didn't you go for that money? How would we have even done that in the first place? I don't know what you mean. Like, how was that a mistake? How would we have? Huh. So, okay, the heat of the game drew him in. But yeah, I'm not sure how we would have done what you're asking us to do anyway, but... Alright, but yeah, beyond your comprehension, of course. Alright, just staying in a nice hotel now. God, how are we going to keep all this money with us? How are we going to keep all this money with us? What a look. Yeah, this is not Gen, this is, Umeda. It's gotta be. Oh, this is Gen. Okay, damn. But, okay, comes to see us after every win. Just to see how we're doing. And okay, so, yeah, the fucking credit guy called the cops, so if we would have dragged the game out to get that 1.1 billion, then it, you know, we would have been fucked. So, and yeah, his luck. I want that luck. Okay, we're already doing a fight alongside me. But okay, I was not expecting to immediately get into this again. Not sure how I feel about this. In general, this whole arc, gotta say, was not into it. That's a first, I think, for Fukumoto in general. I think this might be the least interesting Fukumoto arc I have read, period. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it was the translation, or I don't know if I'm fucking stupid. I don't know what it is, but I did not understand so much of what we were doing. Why I still don't know why Morita did any of that. I don't understand why he did any of that. It just feels so out of character. You know, it feels like he would have had a plan, just a plan at all, any kind of plan. But I don't know. I mean, I guess he must have had a plan. I guess he did have a plan because he had the card. So why was he saying that he didn't have a plan? I don't know. Why was he saying to himself in his own mind that he didn't have a plan? I don't know. But yeah, not a fan of this one. And also, gotta say, I'm not a fan of like getting to, you know, team up with Gen immediately. I feel like two things. One, I would have either liked to have not had Gen show up at the end of last arc, or, you know, have another arc in between us teaming up with him. Or maybe it was just, maybe I just wanted a better this arc. Like maybe this arc was better. This would be, you know, more hype or something like that. But, I don't know. I don't know. Everything else, you know, the other 3 arcs have been fantastic. This one was just like, okay, you know, and even the parts that were decent, as I said, were, again, there's things Fukumoto has done in other series that have done these things better, I feel like. So, yeah. I'm sad that this is a rare, extremely rare Fukumoto arc that I didn't really like. You know, again, I'm shocked. I don't think it's ever happened. I don't think there's ever been a Fukumoto arc that I've been like, that was okay. And this is one where I'm actively like, I didn't like it. I didn't like it. But yeah, I am still, you know, excited for what we do next. This one was a bit of a clunker, but hopefully that means our next one's going to be, like, again, the fact that we're working with Gen next and immediately doing, you know, the team up together thing, doing a job with him, does get me actually excited, because this felt, again, as I said, so like, we gotta do another arc before we get to Gen or something, so we're just doing another arc, even if it doesn't make sense why Morita's doing this. But, you know, it makes sense if we were doing the kind of like, just fill in time till we could do this, it seems like. And to get more money under his belt, and of course, like, I understand why he needs the money, but I don't understand why he was... I don't need to repeat myself over and over again. You guys have seen the reaction. You get what I'm saying. Until next time, where we'll have a better arc, assumingly. Get the fuck out of here.